we think?
She's such a nice lady, though.
There's a group of stand-ups here. What do we think?
I think they help so much.
I hate them.
Here's the deal.
They bore me. I want to tell them they're boring.
Yes. The problem is, people will come to a show, and the best. A lot of people will come to a show and get offended, this and that. They do no research who they're going to see. Like, obviously, they've seen you. They know who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
Some might know him.
And I think I've got heckled twice.
Yeah.
Because it's too big. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it.
Yeah.
Doing clubs are different. People think that. And it's different then as well because they are part of it. But when you go out and you're in a theatre, they're not part of the show.
Right.
They're not because it's not fair on the other thousands of other people.
But it's the people that don't like you that get up and think they're going to get the whole audience to turn like, come on, folks, you don't like me.
Does anyone think that? Does anyone think they can turn it around?
They don't like you, that nobody else.
Do you know what I think? I think they've had a bit to drink, and they might have, they might want to impress someone next to them like that you're a one. And I think basically it's as simple as they can be part of the future. They can be part of your causal history, i.e. they say something, you have to say something you wouldn't have said, so they're part of your future now. They're part of that. Do you know what I mean?
They've had a real interaction with you. Yeah.
It's nothing more than writing "I was here" on a cave.
Well,
that's all it is.
But also, too, you'll also get, and I almost got this tattoo. My wife talked me out of it. You'll get the good-looking girl in the audience that has. And this happens more with girls and guys that has gotten attention throughout her life and can't handle the attention being taken away from her.
That's a long tattoo.
Huh? I was going to get a microphone tattooed with the mic cord strangling a girl in the front row going, "It's not about you." Because
that's not bad, actually.
Huh? That's a good tattoo.
Yeah.
I bet my wife goes, "Look, you can't have the audience know you hate them."
For a tattoo.
So, but you'll get very attractive, or just girls that. And you can't. It's harder to go back at a girl than a guy. What you don't
it happens more in like bachelorette parties.
You know what I'm talking about.
I think you're doing okay. You said you want to get a tattoo of a strangled woman. So I think you're not shy on public radio to say this. So I think a lot is coming out.
Yes, an Albert DeSalvo tribute on your chest.
You've opened up a little bit. So this session ends now, and I never want to see you again. Here's your money back.
Ricky's got sanity today because we're all like, "Oh, that's a really good idea for a tattoo."
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Hecklers are off,
but I've never seen a heckler win though. You guys are always great at knocking them down quickly.
And if they do,
I saw one win.
One win, really?
Yeah, it was at Dangerfields. Who was it? I forget the comic's name though. The dude,
Norton.
No, old school dude.
Ross. No.
But what? Anyway, the heckle was like this. Somebody yelled out the audience, "Hey, you look like Henry Winkler." And he was like, "Oh, I look like DeForest? That's cool." He's like, "No, Henry Winkler." And I lost
that was
it.
Well, there's a comic who's famous, semi-famous. When he came up to New York, and you guys must have heard this story, he was working a club up in the Yonkers called Shooting Star. It was all gangsters, all really tough. So he's on stage, he's headlining, and he comes out, and he's not doing well. And they're loud, and he says to them, "Folks, if you listen to this, you might find this funny." And some guy stands up and yells, "He's wounded, let's get him."
I know.
That was Daryl Hammond.
Yes,
Daryl Hammond.
I didn't say his name.
Yeah, I told the story.
Daryl.
I mean, in a small club, it's harder. It's not. I think that again, if you're in like a theatre or a an arena, you really can't lose because the whole audience often didn't even hear the heckle, didn't care about it. They look at you, that you've got the mic and 10K rig, and if you just say, "I'm sorry," it gets a laugh. Even giving them attention just gets a laugh. Yep. Like they're waiting for you to destroy them. And often you don't need to.
Right.
But in a club, it is more of a bear pit. You are, because they can be heard as well as you, really.
Yeah.
You often don't even need the mic in a club.
That's
so
true.
It's a bit more equal. And some of them are professional hecklers. They've gone along. They're mob-handed. I imagine that's where you cut your teeth, though, isn't it? When that's when you've got to destroy someone. I think
that's the worst is when you're already bombing, like when you're having a bad set,
and
then you hear like in the dead silence, "Next," and everyone agrees with them.
You heard me.
Well, you wanted to fuck your own wife. I didn't blame you.
Oh man.
So what do you do then? I assume that if you know you've got him, the adrenaline must be astounding, because I've missed out on that. I was already a bit famous when I did stand up, so you know, they sort of let me go a bit. So I sort of miss these stories. I'm sort of jealous.
Right.
I don't think
I love these.
heckling isn't like if you like. I'll do crowd work and mix material, so I'm bringing some stuff onto myself at times,
right?
And you don't mind if you're talking to that person, but if then there's somebody I can read, I can look and read from the beginning if I'm going to like that person, not like them, if they're going to be out of hand, not out of hand. If I want to get rid of, I won't have them thrown out. If the worst comes to worst,
but you seem like you'd also acknowledge them if they were good, or you'd play the underdog a bit as well. You're not going to go out there and swagger and try. No,
I've had people say stuff that was so fucking funny. I go, you won. I go,
that's
you know,
great.
I go, look. I go, I can't follow that.
Yeah,
because it was funny. It was good. You know, this is. You know, there's so many different types of. You know this. Some
Stop starting thoughts and not finishing them. You're starting a lot of thoughts and not finishing them.
You were dead.
That would be a period. Yeah.
But you know what? You agree with all of that. I mean,
of course I do.
And you know, especially from this show, they think they could test you, especially me, because they, you know, from
what our show? No, our fans are
audience members who listen to that. I know
sometimes will try to test
our
you.
Our fans are great.
Yes,
they're great audiences for you guys.
When they came last week,
whatever. But I mean,
but there's people that will test you. You know, I mean, I go out. I'm not some. You know,
drunkenness is something you can't do anything about.
Yeah,
that's something you can't.
That's the club's responsibility.
Even when you win, you haven't won because they don't acknowledge it and they don't shut up. So I can't. That's like a no contest.
I had a fucking club owner. This guy was so drunk. After the show, the club owner was going, "Why did you keep engaging him?" I go, "Why did you keep fucking serving him?" All right.
Yeah, good one. Yeah,
so get him out.
Yeah,
I'm going to engage him because he's ruining the fucking show.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, get him out. You're the one who's
there is a time where you got.
You know what? Most people in that audience want that heckler to leave.
Definitely.
Right. Because it makes it uneasy. They don't know when he's going to shout. You don't know when he's going to shout to fuck up a punchline. They don't know when he's going to shout. It just ruins everything. He should just be removed.
What's harder than
I don't mean murdered.
Yeah.
I mean,
he should be rubbed out. To wipe up the face of the smitten. The problem is not even the hecklers. I don't mind because if a heckler heckles, you can just hammer him. It's the talking. It's when there's people just talking, some jerk off and his girlfriend yapping.
Oh,
they're harder because they're like, what?
What are we doing wrong?
And they heckle you from a place of anger, and then you got to get nasty immediately.
I was going to have a tattoo of a hung couple. Just on their wedding day, they were married, and they were just about to talk, and they were both being hung.
A hung couple would be me and my ideal girlfriend.
And he's back.
Well, we should play the Cosby thing. We need someone on the computer because I want to play the Cosby thing. Because
somebody in here.
It started with this. Cosby got heckled recently, and it went everywhere. Yeah, Sam's walking down the hall, but
I've had people rush the stage. This guy in the audience, I thought he was blind. And whatever, and then
unfortunately for him, he wasn't deaf.
I know. I said if you're blind, whatever. Then he hops up at the end of the show and goes, "Well, you suck." I go, "Well, this is 40. It's not going to change. No, there's no difference. I'm not going to get any better. What kept you?" So he threw something at me.
Oh well, no, that's that. He's broken the rules there.
So at the end of this, he's in a police car. And his wife is outside the police car yelling, "You did it again."
Oh, wow, there you go.
This is the second time you made me see Rich Voss.
Take it away. Oh, Jesus.
Take him away.
I think we got the video of the heckle here.
Right, do I have to put headphones on? No?
Yeah, you might have to. Hold on, Sam will find it.
We had it the other day. Sorry about this.
Is this visual or just
Cosby's
audio?
an unusual case, though, just because there's such a public thing happening and so much accusation against him. It's hard to imagine an audience member going and enjoying somebody who's got that many people saying that he raped. Yeah, that's just a tough thing for me to wrap my head around.
But why is somebody coming out now? Another one. Why are they waiting?
Sex crimes are weird, man.
Are they?
Because they feel intimidated
personal.
before. They feel they won't be believed, and it's a society where he's a famous man, and so the other people coming forward gives them courage.
It's embarrassing being taken advantage of.
So you don't
it's an embarrassing thing.
You don't believe some of these women?
Oh no! I do. I do believe. I don't think. I believe anyone who says it, because why would they bring that?
We even said if half of them are bullshitting, he still has 19 or 20.
Yes, no, I believe
this is he did some shit. It's obvious. Here it is. Here's the heckle.
Look around. Maybe what you see will connect with what you're looking for. And so I looked around and looked, and nobody in my brain spoke up.
38 women spoke up and called you a rapist! Sit down! 38 women called you a rapist! And how many women called you something? How many women called you something? Let's talk about what women call you.
Oh, that sounds like one of my church members. What women call you?
Cosby keeps leaving them places to jump in.
Right. What do you say there? We're going to get rid of him?
Hell. They'll throw me out in a minute. Don't worry.
He won't sit down. I can't sit.
Are you going to respond to that? Sit down.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, please let us hold what I asked you to do in the recording. Just remain calm.
Relax.
No, we don't need you to yell or argue. I'm going to handle this the way I want it handled. And that's, we are here.
Hey, you want to move around? I can't see.
I'm going to tell you some more jokes.
Tell the one about how to get away with rape.
Jesus. What timing this guy has.
No kidding.
Don't worry, No, actually, I'm right here. I'm right here. Hi. Let's go, bud.
Okay. We're throwing him out now.
Well, you know, maybe he was not a heckler. He sounded like a reporter.
No, nothing came out on the guy. It seems like he's just a regular guy.
I was joking.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
what do you think, Ricky Gervais?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Heavy stuff, Ricky.
I suppose it's certainly his right to go along and be heard until he's thrown out. I think it was obviously very considered and reactive as well. It wasn't like he went along with some sort of placard to get across it. He was reacting and timing it to what everyone was saying around him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the people around him.
I mean, it's interesting that it happened at all. It's interesting that in the middle of all this, Bill Cosby still sold out tours and people went along. That is a bit weird. Yeah. Even though, everyone is innocent until proven guilty, but it's a bit weird amongst all the hype and press and stuff around it that you'd feel like going out and doing a comedy gig. Do you know what I mean?
Without addressing it. That's the problem. I was even saying if he had gone on stage and was ripping apart people and saying this is not true, then I would say, okay, you know what, the guy, maybe he didn't. But it's like when you're just saying, what comedian could ignore that publicly without talking about it?
I can't think
it
of
went
one.
beyond comedy, didn't it? It just everything went beyond what you should and can't talk about. I mean, it was just too serious. It was yeah.
Elephant in the room is the thing the comics are supposed to address.
Right.
It's hard not to address it at all.
Right.
Yeah, but to write 38 new jokes?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what you need to do.
And he doesn't need a tour.
No, he doesn't.
So just take some time off and see what
I just think about the home life as well, because I think about that trauma for his wife, that he's going, what do you think of this new routine, honey? And she's going, I'm still thinking about the rape back. I'll be honest, I'm thinking about the 38 women. Yeah.
Right. Maybe that's why he's still touring, so you don't have to listen to her.
That might be, you know what? Maybe he wants to just be on the road and not deal with being home. Yeah.
But
how do you
she
go
had
public? Michael Richards says one racial thing in his life, and he goes in.
But he said a bunch of racial things in a row and well.
Yeah.
But
you know what I'm saying?
He nailed it.
But how does this
he really hit it out of the park.
See, that was funny because with him, I think it was nothing to do with whether it was racist. It was, or he was racist. We don't know.
Yeah.
It was the fact that it was so desperate and witless, and he was just trying to hurt someone.
Yes.
As much as he
That
could.
hurt him. It was
exactly.
embarrassing.
Yeah, it was. He didn't have the goods to do a really great heckle put down. So he just thought, I'll just hurt this guy back. I'll ruin this guy's night. I'll go for the colour of his skin.
Yes.
Why did I do that?
That's why
didn't I say you were an arsehole, you're ruining the show? I'd have to talk.
As a black man, I wasn't offended. As a comedian, I was very
Exactly,
offended.
yeah, exactly.
I was ready to march with other comedians.
As a comedian, I went out and bought a Michael Richards poster. Oh, we all want to drop the atomic bomb on anyone who heckles. You don't even want to be funny anymore.
But that I don't think was a heckle. I mean, not heckling. That was
he went there
this
doing
guy.
to do that.
He had an
This guy
agenda.
had a motive.
That was a public protest. That was a public protest. There's
You know,
no doubt about it. He didn't. It wasn't like he wanted to beat Bill Cosby at the heckling game and get a round of applause.
Right.
He wanted to put it on record.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say it leads to Trevor Noah. By the way, Jim Norton wrote a great piece for Time.
Could I just say that by no way can we equate Trevor Noah?
Oh, no, of course not.
No.
I guess the connection is stand-ups. That's about it.
Don't hate you.
Of course not. But we're time.com. We could and we all tweeted.
Well, again,
a great piece on Trevor Noah.
What was the his was obviously it came out
jokes.
Yeah, but they were just bad, sort of awful 70s jokes. They weren't particularly terribly racist, were they?
No.
They were old ones like
he was just
what
trying to
else
be
doesn't
funny.
go down a Jewish girl or something,
Right.
which was in the 70s jokes told by Jewish comedians, no doubt about it. And it's just a bit boring and old and witless. I don't think he was. I don't think he's.
The problem is he's tweeted thousands of times like all of us, and then the mainstream media found 6 or 8 tweets that were a little rough because they announced that he's the new guy for the Daily
They're
Show.
vetting Comedy Central hosts like they're presidents.
Right.
Yes.
Let's stop it.
And a lot of the tweets are from 2012, 2009. There wasn't even anything really that recent that they went after.
Well, I also think some people think that you should get your comeuppance, even if it's 10 years late.
Yes.
Just for a tweet or
Well, the Nazi court stuff went on 20, 30, 40 years after the shit went down. So they'll never stop chasing you for anti-Semitic stuff.
Yeah, but it wasn't even anti-Semitic.
Hold on, that was gassing Jews.
Yes,
that wasn't telling an offensive joke on Twitter. Let's get this right. There's freedom of speech, then there's gas chambers.
More sanity by Ricky Gervais.
The apples and oranges, apples and Zyklon B. It's a tremendous difference.
I don't know.
What,
We're all
met
just
this guy? Have you met? Has he been?
Trevor's
I know
great.
Trevor.
We had a great time with him.
Oh, yeah?
He has a fascinating story, and they don't bring that up on the news or any of that shit.
Real
but-
anti-Semitism, it's like, when you're dealing with someone who just genuinely doesn't like Jews, that should be dealt with, but you can't just take a guy who's making dumb jokes and
but
equate
it's not.
that
The
with
thing is,
being angry.
anti-Semitism isn't people who don't like Jews. They don't know. There's nothing to do with. They just like the idea of suppressing and oppressing and pissing off people. It's not like they met a load of Jews and they were nasty to them.
Right.
They just have to be racist against anyone who isn't them.
Right.
They're probably anti the people next door because they're not their family.
Right.
It's sort of like where does it stop? It's not thought through. It's just not thought through. And I think with someone like him, there was no way he was trying to do anything. It was misjudged, just a bit boring, a bit hack. That's all. I think that was his.
But he can't argue. I mean, he was definitely trying to be funny, and for some reason they blow off that part of this whole story.
But I don't mind being brought up on that. I don't mind people saying that was a bit off. That was a bit shit. You should know better. Don't do it again. And you go, oh yeah, sorry about that. I think it's this quantum leap that you do. He's worse than Hitler. Let's ruin his life.
Off with his head.
I know. It's like, well, whoa. There's a matter of degrees here.
They love taking you down. They try to go after Jamie Foxx.
For the Bruce Jenner joke,
but see, the only thing
Bruce Jenner jokes.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, and I'm on Jamie Foxx's side, but Bonnie
I'm on
said,
Bruce's.
But Bonnie said he sent him at the Kids' Choice Awards. So was that the right venue?
Yes, it's fine.
Of course.
I mean, I
Kids'
think
Choice?
that's what he sent him at the Kids' Choice
That's not
Awards.
appropriate.
Yeah, but the joke probably went over all the
Wait a
kids'
minute,
heads.
What happened here?
I think it was a Kids'
He just did a
Choice
Bruce
Award.
Jenner joke, and it got a
He
laugh.
said-
We can find that too.
He said
He
Bruce
said-
Jenner is going to do
Duet.
come up and do a
remember exactly.
male-female duet by himself or something
right,
like that.
right.
So
And
I'm
I'm
just
just
trying
breaking
to-
your balls while I can. You know, it's
At the
different.
Kids'
Again,
Choice
I think
It wasn't the Kids' Choice Awards. It was iHeartRadio.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's an adult
iHeartRadio.
audience.
Lord.
I think
Oh,
when
okay.
we choose things like racism or homophobic or transphobic, I think it can't just be about that subject. There has to be some sort of. It has to be hate fueled in some way because you can make
Right.
jokes about things with the blessing of that community. But you can
Right.
make racial
I
jokes.
agree.
It's whether it was hate fueled and whether they were the butt of the joke or whether the subject matter was the butt. You know, do you know what I mean? I think it's a big difference, and you can tell something that's really racist and something that's about race.
I don't think there's too many comics that really would go up in a real racist or a real, you know what I mean?
But you can be accidentally racist. A lot of it's education. You know, we still make mistakes and things change and people, you know, we have to keep up to date with what's acceptable because new groups are coming up and saying we don't like that term anymore. And that's cool. And you can get it wrong. You know, like what's his name? Benedict Cumberbatch, right?
Yeah.
Got in trouble recently for saying coloured, right? Now
He said what? That cumber bitch?
Now, what's funny about that is that he's just such a man out of time from a posh school where that was the polite term because they didn't want to say black. They're so confused and out of time, you know. But and I tweeted something like, "This is going to be interesting on the set of 12 Years a Slave 2."
Sherlock Holmes.
Years, I'm in there.
Again, that was just clumsy. Just such clumsy. You know, there's no way he was doing that to hurt anyone.
Of course
Right.
not.
It's just
So
you
why
want to go, oh, bless you. No,
Yeah.
we don't say coloured anymore. You know, that's all you want. You
Even
know?
that don't even offend black people because that's not the racism that we fight against.
No, of course it's not.
That's white
Of
people
course-
going like this. Why did you say that?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're
Right.
embarrassing
Yes.
us.
Yes.
It's white people embarrassed for white people.
We would
Yeah.
laugh and give him a hug over there. You poor son of a bitch.
Yes.
What's wrong with society that we're just trying to get everyone in trouble every day? It's
Well, a lot of people
What
are
is
trying to
going
make a
on?
name for themselves,
Is that what it is?
bringing
Well-
other people down.
Well, I think they want to think they're effective. You know, it's the same as complaints. When I worked in a normal job, sometimes they complain. You phone them up and say, "Oh, I just want to make a complaint." They go, "Oh, well, it's nothing really. I just wanted to say," "Oh no, we take it very well. Thank you very much." They just wanted to be fucking heard. That's all they want to do. They don't really want to bring anyone down.
Right.
They don't care whether that person goes to jail or the person says sorry and cries. They've got their way. They were part of the change, and that can be for good or bad. But most people just want to be heard.
You just explained the popularity of Twitter right there.
Well, exactly that.
People just
I
want
used
to be heard.
That's why I
used
listen to 'em.
I used to
Right.
get things on Twitter. You know, the office is shit, and I'd go. I'd say something like, "Oh, sorry, didn't like it."
And they'd be like, "Oh my god, I didn't know you was going to listen to it. I do like it.
I
just
love
wanna-"
it really. I just want to get a retweet.
Yes, all
Right.
the time.
And I think, well, why would you want that?
Why would Martin Freeman say
trolling.
that?
No, but it's odd.
They're trolling. They're trolling out there trying to get attention.
Yeah, attention.
Yeah.
You'd rather be famous for being an idiot than not be famous. And I
Yeah.
think, no, it'd be better not to be famous.
That's the
than being-
Kardashian mentality. That's what the mentality of this country is. I'm damn near the globe.
But that's I mean, well, that's a whole new thing now because they're being rewarded for it. I've got nothing against the Kardashians, but what's weird is they've made 20 million each by just being
And copycat. I don't have a problem with them, but the copycats that's going to come up saying, "I'm going to do that."
But who's not going to do that? What
Why would
10-year-old?
it? Yeah, that's the formula.
Sees
It's
someone
working.
they like going around shopping
Yes.
and getting 20 million. Thinks, well,
I could do that.
That's easier than
Right.
becoming a
But
carpenter.
most people won't get it. You
course
want
they
it.
won't.
Everybody want it. But
Yeah.
if you try to achieve that and you're never going to get it, then where's that going to leave you?
But
Well, I tell you what's going to leave us. It's going to leave us with absolutely no doctors or builders,
Yeah.
just everyone singing in the street. It's like you're going to have a heart attack and someone's going to come along and go, "I do Mariah Carey." That's no good. That's no good.
So true.
Yeah. We got the Jamie. We did the Jamie Foxx thing. So,
What have we got to put right now in the world? We've done racism.
Well, I got one for you. You see the viral video of the frat guys taking the head off the goat? I know that's close to your heart.
I don't want to see
the
that.
head off the goat?
It was so freaking disturbing. I'm so mad I saw it.
Like, cut the head off?
Hold on. What would be the point of mentioning if it wasn't a real goat?
What do you
Kind of
think
silly
it
if it was a fake goat.
What do you think is the greatest of all time?
It was a real goat. They weren't real frat boys though. They were fake frat boys.
Was it officially frat guys? I think it was.
I think so. Yeah. But I think they ate it.
Frat stories are real hot right now, but just how they did it, and it's as bad as you could imagine.
Yeah,
and everyone's with their phones up and
what school
laughing.
is it though? What school?
They took care of it quick. It was just one. It was a samurai sword, right?
Future psychopaths. If you do it to a goat, the next day, it's well known. Kids who are cruel to animals are, more likely to be.
It was creepy that no one was bothered by this.
Was it an agriculture school? Was it like a A&M or some shit?
Sort of like a spring break situation, or in the backyard of a frat. I forget exactly where, but it was a party atmosphere. They had a baby pool. It was. That stuff drives you nuts.
They should be in prison. They should go to jail.
Yeah, of course they should. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they ate it. What the thing was? There was just
don't
joy.
show him. Ricky doesn't need to see
I don't want to see it now. No, I get it.
Ricky said email him the video though.
Yeah. It was just the joy they took in doing it. Not even the fact that they did it. If they ate it, they ate it.
Right.
But it was the fact that they enjoyed doing it.
Of course it is. That's my thing. It's not. It's nothing to do with clean killing an animal. If you're
it's cruelty.
An Eskimo needing to eat a fish. It's not about that. It's the fact that. That's what people couldn't get over. That someone said about what's up with bullfighting. It's the fight between a bull. And I went, well, no, what? Why? That bull doesn't want to fight. No. Where's the joy in that? Where's the joy in watching it? Why do you enjoy seeing a bull tortured? It's ridiculous, And as I said at the time, I've had to put down a pet, right, because it's in agony. But imagine if the vet said, well, I'm going to put it down, but I'm going to masturbate while I do it because it's a laugh. You think you're a psychopath.
Right.
The fact that it's no different, it doesn't matter. They say, well, what if a hunter does enjoy it? I go, well, that's the problem. It's the psychology of the person who likes seeing a tortured animal that I'm worried about.
They get off on it.
Yeah, animals die all the time. Lions eat antelope.
Right.
But at no point do I think that lion is getting off on it. You
know?
know?
They don't pose them afterwards.
I know, exactly, yeah.
Taking selfies.
The bullfighting's brutal. It's part of their society, though. They don't even think twice about it.
It's mental. And they cut the tendon so the bull's in charge, so it's got no choice.
Right.
That bull is
Even
terrified.
riding, even like fucking... Listen, they tie the bull's nuts together to make them buck when you're riding bulls.
Yeah.
That's what they do?
That back rope is tied around your nut, the bull's nuts.
I love when those guys get hurt.
To make them buck.
So do I.
That's what they're trying to buck
They're just
off.
trying to get it off their nutsack.
They're trying to get off their nutsack.
That's what the whole sport is based on.
Twist,
fuck out
and
of
then
here.
open the gate.
There's some great videos where the bull and it's
tramples them.
It's still a terrified bull who probably died, but there's a little bit of justice when I see a bull go crazy and take out a crowd.
Yes.
Gore.
Yes.
Yeah, I fucking love it when a toreador gets.
I feel the same way when I see a skateboarder fall on their skateboard.
Or a NASCAR,
at least they weren't hurting anyone though.
or a
Except
NASCAR
themselves.
driver go into the stand. Who watches that?
Or
NASCAR.
or a mountaineer who gets stuck.
Yes.
And has to the rescue team risk their lives to get some
get him.
twat with a beard off a mountain. Don't go up there.
You see that commercial where the guy's climbing with his fingers the fucking mountain?
The fucking mountain. Which
With a
one?
thing-
What commercial?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, the free climb. Free climb.
You see that?
Free climbing, no road. Yeah.
Why did you say that? Because he sees things on telly that he doesn't realise.
He has no idea. Yeah.
Well, this is real.
His stuff is.
This one's fucking real. Yeah.
He gets vague at time. That's all. So we like to call him out
because
on
we don't
it.
have a lot of time, so I just try to get to the. You seen it
Halfway
right?
through
Where
a
the dudes
sentence.
climb?
Yeah, it's called free climbing.
It's called free climbing.
Yeah, with no rope. You have no...
And you're just grabbing
That's
little
crazy.
pieces.
Yeah.
You know what? Really?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I gotta go.
Why?
Because I have a flight. to catch. I had to be
we're
out.
losing
You guys
Jimmy.
gotta go.
Jim.
Denver. I have to leave. I had to leave at 10, but I had to leave 10 minutes early because there's protest at LaGuardia.
Yeah.
There's a protest at LaGuardia. They.
There's
For what?
Yeah.
Where you going, Denver?
I'm doing the Comedy Works tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday.
Yeah, I hope people go
take
out.
care.
This is nationwide. Well, it's internet. Isn't
Oh,
it?
Everywhere in
God,
US
we're
and
all
Canada.
over the fucking world.
Around the world. It's on the
Around the
internet.
world. Let's do this. I hope a lot of people come out and see Jimmy.
I heard this gets crazy figures.
Well, we do all right. Yeah. We're doing good.
Yeah, I hope that people show up too. I mean, how many more humiliations can I take?
Comedy Works. It's a great club out there in Denver, and I hope
Bring
you
me
come
back
out and see
something.
Jimmy.
You see, man.
Weed. I'm talking weed, Jimmy.
I'll see you later.
We could take a break, and if you want to stick around, it's up to you,
yeah.
Rick. You're going to stick around?
This
Okay.
next Friday.
4
I'll be
minutes
at
for
the-
what? Oh, okay. Yeah, we got a quick break.
I need to go over everything we said, that what we're going to get complaints for, and what's going to
No, you've
ruin
been
our
good
career.
so far.
You said some real fiery things to me in my race.
Yeah, yeah, but no, people don't realise you're not really black.
No, I'm not. No. I just do this for tax purposes.
A white guy.
What do you need for tax purposes? To avoid paying them?
That's right, exactly. And child support.
Let's do this. Let's do this properly for Ricky Gervais. Derek, the 1 hour special premieres on Netflix tomorrow. Tomorrow at 12:01. All right.
Tonight at 12:01. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, 1 minute into tomorrow.
All right. So tonight at midnight, basically,
before he goes.
you can get the Derek 1 hour special on Netflix. The selfies going on. We're gonna take a break.
All right.
Next Friday, I'll be at the Sugarloaf Playhouse. Bonnie and I in Westchester, Sugarloaf Playhouse.
All right.
Theater next Friday. Me and Bonnie. We never worked together. You'll see 2 headliners on one show. Come on out. And also our movie on Netflix, Women Aren't Funny.
There you go.
You got it right.
There you go. You happy?
I assume that's a slightly ironic title because they are. Yeah,
they're very funny. Yes.
My wife is the director. She's brilliant. She's a genius.
She's
I'm
definitely a
telling
genius.
I
still don't understand why she's married.
She's
to you,
going to
but
do
she's a
an
genius.
article. She's being interviewed tomorrow for Newsweek magazine. She's fucking. She'll put together a script like that. A movie like it's insane. She's writing jokes.
What do you need from Ricky?
No, I don't need nothing from
What do you need from Ricky?
I don't need anything.
Rick,
My
throw
life
him a
is
couple
good.
dollars, Ricky.
Maybe
That
to
sounded
take
like a
care of my
pitch to me.
kids. No, you're not.
Should I leave? This is getting embarrassing.
What do I need? I don't
This is
need.
getting
I
pretty
need.
embarrassing.
Fuck, I need.
Just give him the script. Just give him the script.
Listen, let me tell
he
you
was
something.
just being nice about his
His
wife,
I'm
guy.
plugging my
This is-
He's
fucking
never
wife.
nice about his wife.
I
This
am
is-
too. That black. My kid gave her that black eye.
This is like high security prison.
All I
When
need-
the guards don't even come in,
I
they
know.
just
settle
The only thing I want from him is if he gets a chance to watch our movie to see how.
I will
That's
watch
the
your movie.
only thing in life. That's it.
Okay.
If he called me to do a movie, I'd probably say, I don't know, I'm doing a club that weekend. That's how I am.
All right.
I'm
Sherrod,
not Norton.
what do you
I
got
don't
before the break?
I'm on TV all week, man. 420, that new show on GSN, and then I had the True TV thing that premiered this week.
All right, we got Ricky Gervais, and we'll be back.
More with Opie and Jim. After this. And now, Opie and Jim are back.
What a day, what a day, what a day. We got Ricky Gervais in studio, and he's going over everything that we've done so far to make sure.
trying to work out what people have got.
What have
to
we
complain
talked about that might be a problem?
The thing is, you shouldn't worry about it because anything you say, particularly on Twitter, someone will be offended by it.
Yes.
They've usually got the wrong end of the stick, but they will absolutely run with it. I did a tweet the other day, and it was about there's an illegal dog trade in Far East, and it's more than one country, but in the Far East there's an illegal dog trade.
Right.
Okay. And they first of all they steal pets, of course, because it's illegal. They don't have to, And often they skin the dogs alive because it's easier. So it's the most horrendous thing you can imagine.
Wait, this is for meat?
Yeah.
What makes it
basically
easier?
The most horrendous thing you can imagine.
Yes.
So there was an awareness campaign. There was a petition to try and so I tweeted it. And someone snidely says Gervais as he eats his steak. I went, 1, I haven't eaten steak for 40 years. Right. Mm-hmm. 2, cows are rarely skinned alive. Right. And there's it. I want to think. And he said, yeah, but why do you put one species? I said, why are we arguing? I just asked to stop skinning dogs alive. Where am I going wrong?
Where's
and
the beef? Yeah.
Then everyone was coming and going, yeah, you idiot. He goes, oh, why'd you set your fans on me? I went, they're not my fans. I didn't set anyone on you. So,
you just tweeted.
So now I haven't got the right to reply. So now he's the victim.
Right.
So I'm never allowed to put you wrong. I put you up on a point of hypocrisy. It was just, and actually, if we're being serious, there is a difference between, as I say, a lion killing an antelope and some bloke skinning a dog alive. There is a difference.
Why is it easier to do that?
Why is it a competition? It's like I said, if I tweet about one species, don't assume I want all other species wiped out.
Right.
Assume there's only so many characters per tweet.
Right.
It's crazy. They just have to say something. They get the rind of the stick. And the worst thing, particularly in England, is like hypocrisy is the worst thing. If you say something like don't eat foie gras, someone will say, well, you ate foie gras 20 years ago.
Right.
Hypocrite. I'll go, well, no, I'm not a hypocrite. I became educated and I learned the error of my ways and I did it.
Out, right.
It's not like, you know what I mean?
You can't
Jesus Christ.
People
could change.
I see that because, like, I'll post my golf scores on Twitter and I'll go, what, for 9 holes? Yeah, no, 18. You see what I mean? You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to be nice and tell them I played a good round of golf, and they're trying to say, "Oh yeah, on 9 holes." Not, you know.
Yeah.
So I see what you're saying.
They're trying to bring you down.
Yes.
There you were, doing your best.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice and go, look, I was out having a nice day of golf.
Yeah.
This is what I shot. If you care about it,
I know.
Oh,
if not, whatever.
You get into
Sometimes I tweet a picture of my award shelf, and they go, "Oh, is that the only shelf you've got?" I go, "No, I've got another shelf with more awards on." Okay. Yeah, it's not all about saving animals.
Yeah, see that.
A lot of this world doesn't look at dogs like we do in America. There's a lot of countries
and
but why would you
enough.
skin anything alive?
That's the point. That's my point. Yeah, no, there is no difference between hurting a dog and hurting a cow, except that these dogs are stolen pets and skinned alive. I can't stress that enough, people. Yeah,
I haven't had red meat in probably 25 years.
Yeah.
It just.
Yeah,
it just.
You don't like red meat.
I haven't in 25 years.
I do like red meat.
I haven't got a problem with people.
I like red meat.
I haven't got a problem with people.
I don't eat a lot,
you know, you know, I still eat fish, but I make sure, and I'm not a vegan. And
you make sure the fish committed suicide.
I make sure it's line core. I make sure that eggs are free range. The chicken had a nice life and laid an egg for me. You know, I go to ethical farm. I do my best. And I'm not perfect, but it's really weird because this
is listening to you.
This is the other thing. It's the hardcore vegans, and good luck to them, and well done.
Yeah.
They go after me before they go after someone who fights bulls.
Right.
Because they think I should. Well, no. Don't have a go at me because I eat eggs. There's a bloke over there skinning a dog alive. Go for him.
Yeah.
Surely I'm more on your side.
And all you want is to get more attention. That's what to go after you.
Yeah.
My wife's a vegetarian, not a vegan.
Yeah.
You know, and she gets on my fucking nerves that she doesn't even eat turkey or fish. She'll eat fish, turkey or chicken. You know, you're fucking up my dinners now. But, you know, the whole vegan, like, that's insanity. I'm not saying they're insane to be that.
Well, it's exactly. It's not insane to be that. But I think it's when you start, you know, I think shooting yourself in the foot, because I'm all for it, and I think they're great, and you know, and to a certain extent, I feel they're better than me, but I don't feel that I should be the target of their wrath. Where I'm sort of closer to them than I am.
But you're a soft target.
Yes.
You're a soft target for them.
Yeah.
Yes, and there's
high profile.
And I even acknowledge the hypocrisy in my. But I want to go. But you know, this is slowly. I used to eat steaks when I was 15, and I used to not care about anything. And you know, the more and more I'm trying my best. And I think most nice, ordinary people don't understand what some of the farm animals go through, or what you know, they don't. Yeah. So it's better to bring them round, as opposed to be like this mad sort of savage extremist saying death to anyone who eats cheese. You know, it's sort of worse for their argument, because things are getting better.
Why are they skinning the dogs alive? Why is it easier? But how is that easier?
Because it comes off easy. It's disgusting.
The skin comes off easier.
Yes,
I saw them doing it in a dip. They dip them in some shit.
They boil them sometimes.
It's disgusting.
It's the worst sort of psychopathic behaviour. I want to kill them. I want to get the people and go, okay, we've got to do this to you now.
Yes.
Just to show you. I'll just do it a bit of you. I just do it. Just to show you what this poor fucking innocent dog goes through.
But where are you at with lobsters?
I don't eat shellfish, but you know, I'm not. You know,
where they go in the pot, where they go in the boiling water.
I think they're slightly different to eating a whelk than to keeping a cow cooped up in a shed for all its life. In the you know,
a calf for veal. How fucking. I stopped eating veal before any of it, because they used to tie into a steak.
I
to
know,
a steak,
I know.
and they
It's
couldn't
just-
fucking move because they wanted them
It's
tender.
terrible.
I saw a small suckling pig. They had a baby suckling pig in a pot on Bizarre Foods like 2 nights ago.
No fucking way.
This is
And
the
I
thing.
like pork, but this was.
But there's a certain machismo about those cooking programs, and all those adventure programs where they show you they catch a snake and smack it over the head and skin it, and they think they're Thor. I want to go. Let's have a bit of respect here, calling it a suckling pig, it's like sick, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's sort of like
Suckling baby pig. And you boil it for, I guess you cook it in the oil for like 4 hours. And they had the whole pig, baby pig in a pot.
We remember Patrice used to do that bit about they used to kill monkeys or something.
Oh yeah, crack the head. And,
I don't know what they did, but he
ate the brains.
Who the fuck would?
I know, it's like someone from fucking Seven.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I heard this thing as well. Somewhere they eat bear and they riot it first, so the blood. So they're eating tortured bear. Who gets off on that? Who thinks this tastes nicer because the bear was tortured?
Because it pumps the blood through all the organs and get it rich.
We're bumming out Ricky now.
I'm bummed out.
We're all bummed out. We need a hug.
Where's Norton? We need somebody to pick on.
I just think all you have to do is can I bring down the level of cruelty in the world a bit, and then you get addicted to that. You do a little bit more, and I never want to put people down for what they do, unless it is mental.
Right.
I mean, that's a no-brainer, isn't it? Skinning a dog alive, that's just a no-brainer. Yeah. And then you get into ambiguous. Yeah, does a crab feel it and all that sort of stuff, and it is a level of degrees, but it's this level of cruelty that's never necessary. It's not necessary to torture a goose, force feed it, torture till it dies in agony with a swollen liver, for you to eat a little bit of foie gras. I defy anyone to tell the difference between a foie gras and any other pate or vegetarian. There's not enough reason to torture an animal its life,
even if it's delicious.
And some people, that's their job, that they have to fucking.
Well, that's my question. If you take a job at a slaughterhouse, when are you not affected anymore?
Well,
you got to think the first day you're like, holy fuck, what did I get myself into?
There's that quote, isn't there? If slaughterhouses had windows, no one would eat meat.
Right.
Well, my wife, Bonnie, when she grew up on a farm, my wife had to kill chickens, man.
Oh, yeah, we killed chickens. I grew up in Brooklyn, but I got family in North Carolina, and
she had to kill.
You see stuff.
Yeah.
It's not even about killing. It's about why can it be avoided? How did it have a good life? Was it in pain?
They was talking about how great the baby's eye, the pig bababy's eyes were. Like the eyes are the best part.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, then again, if you're a hunter or someone living out in the wilds or an Inuit, and I think if you're going to kill something with respect and cleanly, then it's better to eat it all because you don't have to kill another one.
I agree.
So
I agree on that.
What about the trophy hunters? You obviously have.
Well, that's pointless.
Yeah,
that is pointless.
Do it with a camera.
Well, and the canned hunting, they breed lions, right? They're tame little lions. That you can't miss them. And then they're out to shot. That's their life. In a cage to be shot. Where's the fun in that?
What's wrong with white people?
That's
white people shit. Do you know what white people shit?
Yeah, well, I heard it. My worst one at the moment, where they're all terrible bad, is right. Okay, so in China and some other countries, rhino horn is considered medicine. It doesn't work. It's matted hair. It's keratin. It's the same as your hair. You might as well eat your own fucking hair. Okay,
but tell them
it doesn't do anything.
Right.
It doesn't cure anything. Okay,
right.
And they rip this horn off a rhino. It dies in agony.
Yep.
There's an orphan, sometimes pregnant, for some fucking idiot to have a bit of shit that doesn't work. I want to kill them.
Well,
and it's not just the poachers. Yeah, they're trying to protect them, and shoot the poacher. But who's the twat buying this? Who is the twat buying?
And one of the solutions, because you're not going to change their mind, they're saying, why don't we just go out and cut all the horns off the rhino, so then they will.
So they'll leave them alone.
They'll do it like
surgically the right way.
Right.
Take them off so they're not a target.
That's one of the solutions they've come up with, and they don't want to hear that.
You're taking away their defense mechanism.
But it's better than leaving them out there for the poachers.
They'll be extinct.
They said let's go out and we'll cut them all off and we'll sell them.
Well, in fucking Jersey,
but why pander to it? Why pander to this ridiculous need?
True.
In a way, I mean, if that doesn't stop it, I am very practical. It's like they've come up. I think Scandinavia has come up with a synthetic skin that acts like a human skin, so you can end animal testing, which is great. Now, that's not pandering to anything, because we do need to test drugs. I just don't want them tested on innocent animals for no reason. So that's a perfect solution. So that is a practical, perfect solution to a problem.
money-making solution.
But the rhino horn doesn't solve the problem in the first place. It's just mental. It's superstition. So don't pander to it.
But you're never going to change their mind. They're going to believe that until the end of time. That it makes their dicks.
Maybe somebody can come up with a synthetic rhino horn or something fake that they don't know the difference.
They got Viagra.
So they're using it to get the dicks hard?
Well, that was one of the things.
It's not nonsense. It's like it's fake medicine. It's like this.
But one of them's definitely you get a better heart on. They think.
What is it?
From the rhino shit. the rhino horn.
Oh, that's gotta be symbolic, isn't it? They go, well, that rhino's got a permanent horn on his head. That could be me. I could have that horn in my pants. If I eat the horn, my dick will be like the horn.
It makes good dumb sense.
Yeah, but they're Asian, so it can never be like that horn.
He's done it.
Oh, wow. You're going to get Ricky Gervais in trouble.
So save the animals, but attack the Asians, that's what you're saying?
You're saying it happened over there.
No one said that.
He's like a redneck from 1941. He's going, it's happening over there. We got to go there.
Well, it's not happening in fucking in Detroit.
But what
everything you say
do you understand what's going on here? One bad headline about Ricky Gervais. He's never coming back here. Will you relax?
I'm sorry. I said it.
You're talking about Asians having tiny penises.
I thought you were talking about
Ricky Gervais offended by Nazi Jew.
I wasn't trying to be racist. I'm saying.
Listen, I've got a problem. Okay, so you're like me. You were going a bit grey, bit of salt and pepper in the beard. When it's long like this, it looks sort of dark all over. But when it's shorter, you can see the grey more.
Yeah.
And I'm going grey from the outside in, and the last bit that's dark is going to be a Hitler moustache. So eventually, when I get a big white beard, from a distance, I'm just going to look like a little fat Hitler. It's going to be great. I'm just going to have to constantly shave, so it comes through white there, and that's the last bit to go.
That's the last part.
I just grew this. I don't care about I just grew this like the last couple of weeks, just to. Something different. I don't care about gray at all. Like
no.
I don't care. Like who cares?
Because you got other tells that you're old than your beard.
I'm old. What
yes.
You want to take your shirt off for Ricky, or
no? You can show me a picture. What's the big deal?
He likes taking his shirt off in here for some reason.
I take my shirt off for selfies and try and look as gross as I can. Try and find that angle in the bath.
You don't have to take your shirt off for that.
Your bathtub Instagrams are the best.
Yeah.
It's so fucking
See, my theory is that if I put out there the grossest pictures ever of me, when the paps get one of me not looking great, it's just no comparison.
Right, it's like, not as good as your gross picture.
Yeah. Do you want to see that? Do you want to see gross? Look at this.
Yeah.
Thinking ahead. I like that.
Well, this has been fun.
Oh, that's
he wants out before it gets ugly.
No, I wasn't trying to mean like I just thought you said the whole. Listen.
That was the other thing on the tweet as well, right? He said my tweet was racist because I was going after Asian people skinning dogs alive and not people who white people who eat meat. Okay, no, we can't eat that. No.
How is that racist? What?
Yeah, an illegal dog trade somewhere.
Don't worry, Ricky. I'll handle that.
I mean, that's what makes it creepy. It's completely acceptable.
Well,
in
that country, an argument by putting some out there.
More than acceptable.
The end of the argument. It's like
I thought at least we could agree that dogs are just cute and cuddly. The whole world could at least agree on that fucking thing.
I would think bullfighting would have been already a thing in the past.
It's mad. It's
killing the bull. I would think they have a different version where they play.
It's part of their culture, though. You're not going to change culture that easily.
Yeah, really? The Romans don't still chop off heads of slaves and fucking
actually. But if the bull was into running round and having fun, it's like touch football for bullfighting. The bull likes it.
And he gets to live and see him again.
He gets food and he's playing with his guy and it looks really fun. But it's not that, because there's people in the audience who want to see a bull tortured and stabbed.
Blooded.
Yeah, mental.
And those are the same people that would like to run through the streets having a bull chase them, too.
Yeah, I love it when they get killed as well.
Boy, we love that.
Love it when
I love when the animals win.
Yeah,
I say do more of that and less of the bull getting stabbed for no reason.
Fucking guys in Jersey and cops, they were getting a lot. You know how, why do you even say this, but you're talking about animal cruelty.
You're bringing it up.
I know, but animal cruelty. But like deer hunters
right,
would just, you know how deer are on the side of the road? Would just pull over and fucking take them out. So
it's illegal to just
so the cops were putting up like decoy fake deer and stuff
and trapping them.
And trapping these
Come
fucking,
on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because people will pull up in their car and shoot from their car, and that's illegal.
But the thing is, if that's your rush, right, running along, having a laugh with a ball chasing you, why don't they? There are people who would like to chase other people with baseball bats. Why don't we allow them to do it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like a manhunt.
Just like, why don't we? There's idiots that pay $10,000, right? Americans that pay $10,000 to go to Africa and shoot an endangered species, and with that they do it because it's So why don't we say actually kill a poacher? It's $10,000. You can go and
kill a poacher.
Hunt a poacher.
Yes.
It's
well, you know what? People would take advantage and be like this. He was poaching. It'd be like his whole family.
They would just walk into a fucking store.
And Starbucks. He was poaching.
Jesus. Well, let's go back home. That was fun.
Oh my God.
No, I see your point. I haven't thought this through.
And
my anger fueled some of my logic.
Everybody would be a poacher.
But what I didn't understand, you could go to Africa for $10,000 and do that all for just $10,000.
Well, or more. Yeah, what they do is
you didn't know this. They put them in pretty much a small area too because they want to make it as easy as possible.
Texas.
And some people
they do it in Texas. You're right.
Authorities, some of which are in conservation, say, well, we can use the money
to save other animals.
And I think, well, that's no good. Because as I said before, well, let's. If someone wanted to shoot a cancer patient that was going to die anyway and give it all to cancer research, we'd say no. No, but I'm going to give 100,000. Can I shoot this cat? No, but it'll save more people. No, you can't shoot anything for a laugh.
That would be.
That's not what my cousins say.
Wow. What happened? What happened in your past that you went down this road with animals? Was there an incident or anything?
I've never not worried. I've never not had empathy with animals.
Did you grow up with a house full of animals as well?
Yeah, but I've never not had empathy with humans. I've never had to work out. Oh, actually, people don't like getting punched in the face. No. I always knew it because I got punched in the face and I didn't like it. So from the age of 4 or 5, I understood that. People don't go like getting punched in the face or stabbed or But a lot of knew it, and so I thought
it took me more time to learn. I learned in high school.
The first time I accidentally trod on a dog's tail, I knew it didn't like it.
But a lot of people,
so I didn't do it again.
A lot of people agree with everything you're saying, but you have such a passion for it. So I just wondered if there was something that actually triggered that inside you.
I just can't stand it. I can't stand the thought of an animal. I don't want it in my head. Like all the things that I see, I just don't. I can't stand it. It doesn't know what it's done wrong. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Everyone knew that. Everyone knew that one kid in your neighborhood that did shit with kittens.
Oh, and he's in jail now because he did it to people. That's what
you got to think,
Rhonda,
right?
A girl named Rhonda on my block in Brooklyn.
Right.
She was older than me. She's always scared the shit out of me. A stray cat was running around. This is like 4th of July time. She took the stray cat, put firecrackers in his butthole.
No.
This is a girl. She was like 13. Lit it. He ran under the car, and you just boom, and he hit a cat.
Oh, God,
cat come out with his ass all bleeding.
I want to fucking.
I would throw up.
They're scared.
I would throw up if I saw
8 or 9, and I still have that image that's locked in my memory.
See, I have that
terrifying.
Same passion for mimes. The way people treat fucking mimes. They're just doing what they do, minding their own business.
I know. And if you cut the tendons at the back of their neck, they're sort of like with their heads down. They can't really do it. They can't do the Statue of Liberty anymore, or the ballerina. They're ruined.
They're low self-esteem.
It rains, the white sort of comes off them. Yeah.
At least we're ending with a laugh. It got a little fucking too serious in there for a while. It's an important discussion, though.
This was a girl, though. That's what freaked me out. This was a girl who did this.
I bet you what bothered you even more was the look on her face, where there was no fucking.
And she went to the military after.
All right. Well,
I grew up. I don't think anybody abused any of that shit growing up. I never saw it with my friends, and we didn't. We were sports and shit like that.
Yeah, it was weakness.
That's why you got to keep kids active.
It was a real weakness to do that. We grew up on pick on someone your own size.
Yeah.
It was like, you do that to a cat. There
was a pedophile that used to drive by and try to get us in the car. And we run and yell, because we were young.
Right.
But we never had that.
You used to be like, what kind of candy?
Huh?
What you yell? Stop.
Hey, it's me. Can I come again?
What, am I ugly now?
More ice cream.
I'm dieting.
Oh God!
Sorry.
Oh God!
Oh, that's a horrible subject, man. Fuck.
What did you pinpoint when your career ended? Yeah, it was something Rich Ross said, and they thought it was me that said it.
Right. I gotta say, just to wrap up that whole discussion, worst video I ever saw on the internet was from the Middle East, a little fluffy white dog that anyone would have as a pet, and they lit it on fire and let it run the fuck around. And what fucking freaked me out more than the dog was just how they were laughing and weren't bothered by
Because
this
they
in the least. I was like, oh my God.
They don't give it.
But they don't look like They don't look at dogs the same way we do. Begin with.
I think some
Life,
people don't.
you don't look at life the same way we do.
But some people don't. Yeah, exactly. The people who do that don't treat you.
Worst video I ever saw.
Still a life. It's still a life.
And I've seen some of the beheading videos here and there, and I was just that was the worst one I ever saw.
The worst one I seen was Norton's second HBO special. That fucking thing was unwatchable. That blinky.
He's yelling in the car right now. You know that.
Oh, is he listening? Do you think he's listening?
I'm sure he is.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think we should get people to send in animations, cartoons, anything of Jim as a tortoise without its shell.
Just send a real picture in of Jim.
Yeah. Just send in your artwork of Jim, blinky little scrawny fucking turtle.
Or just you feeding him worms, like him in a nest, that little bird face.
And if he is listening in the car, why was he slagging off that poor driver who's also listening?
Right.
That's a good point.
All right,
he's a bully.
Believe you me, that driver doesn't know what slagging is because he's probably from another country working out.
Wow.
He used to work.
You should have left 10 minutes ago. See, you just ended your career.
He did mean black country, by the way.
No, I didn't.
Of course he did.
No.
Yeah,
He looked right at me when he said it.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't mean. What a fucking snitch! I didn't mean. Holy shit! You would get fucking shanked the first day in the yard. You fucking rat. All I'm saying was, Jesus, she's up there behind the fucking bookcase.
Yeah.
What a snake! He tried to have a little man-to-man. He was fucking. I see what side he's on.
But you gave it away that you really did confess. He thought I was just saying it was my opinion. You just giving it away that he really. So you're the fucking snitch, you idiot. You snitched yourself, you fucking moron. Jesus Christ! I was doing it that he thought I was playing, and you thought, shit, Ricky's nearly snitched me out. You go, I did confess. He's a snitch.
He fully gets
idiot.
He fully gets you now.
Fuck's sake!
Now he got it.
Now he completely understands Rich Ross.
Look, I will clear all this up.
Yes.
I will clear it all up next Friday at the Sugarloaf.
Nice. Real nice. All right, we're gonna get Ricky out of here. So
Sugarloaf Playhouse.
Thank you guys. Always a pleasure. Best radio show in the world.
Wow, that's quite the compliment.
Nice things about Derek. You finally watched it.
Well, I can finally say, I mean, to get serious for a second, this special, Derek, it's a 1 hour special, premieres tonight at midnight, basically, on Netflix. I saw it. It's awesome. Stick around for the bloopers, too, at the end, where they were hilarious. And I just love this character. I just love it. Sherrod Small will be back tomorrow. He's taking a little selfie action right now.
Nice.
What do you got, Sherrod? Just a lot of TV.
Oh, yeah. 420, I got the new show on Game Show Network. I'm hosting Red Eye on the 14th on Fox News.
What were you scouting, by the way, in Toronto? I meant to ask you.
A new movie.
Great.
Special Correspondence. I'm writing and directing and starting in a month.
Nice.
Eric Banner.
And T-Dot.
That's about, what
were you looking for,
and
though?
New York.
You had pictures of fields and stuff.
Well, yeah. But, I mean, yeah, you got, it's a film. It's so much work. I said at one point, I'm never doing a film again.
Really?
It's so hard. So many things to worry about when you're writing and directing, and then you're in it, and it's just so much work.
There's a lot of hats to wear when you're doing all
give me a commercial. 1 day's work. Film pay, movie pay, 1 day's work.
I'm just saying, just give me anything. Anything to get me off the road. I cannot do this anymore.
I tell you.
I'm telling you.
Well,
I mean, next week I'll do it at the Sugarloaf Playhouse. But we
got you a radio show. It's working. We just got to pay it now.
We do radio show.
Would you ever consider playing a black country, or is that?
Yeah, well, here's the thing.
Well, we don't want him.
Listen,
nobody's requesting this.
I did all black. I was the first white comic to do HBO Comedy Jam.
Yeah.
I used to do all
He
black.
did all the
comedy
black
clubs.
rooms. Yeah, he
I did
definitely
all the black TV shows.
Yes, all of them.
I grew up in a black neighborhood. I grew up.
I love the fact that HBO is your version of as black as you can get.
Yeah.
That's as black as you can get. HBO. Curb Your Enthusiasm. The Sopranos.
Girls.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Am I black? I watch HBO, bitch.
No.
So hood. You're so hood.
You're so hood. This is Larry David. He's my favourite.
Now you got him attacking me. Things were going great.
You can't get blacker than Larry. Jesus Christ.
He completely understands you now. I love that's what we did today. Because Ricky was a little confused at first. Like, why are you attacking Rich Voss so much?
Now you
get it.
Yes.